It's Wednesday, the 4th of January. It's the very first Strong and Sassy for this year. So a happy new year to you. And I'd like to say a very big thank you for staying with us all through last year into this year. And this year we can promise some really exciting and heartwarming shows that will change your life, change the way you think, maybe change the way you see things. And who knows, this might be the year that we will get you to understand your wife. Who knows? Miracles still happen. But welcome. This is Strong and Sassy here on your superstation Joy 99.7 FM. My name is Animwaa, Anim-Addo, and we'll be doing this every Wednesday at 7 o'clock for the rest of the year, God willing. So tonight I have two culprits with me. Yeah, their names are just constantly changing. Culprit number one is Sinam Batali, who is a digital marketing strategist. Hello, Sinam.
Hi, Nims.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How's this year been so far?
Oh, the whole year.
The whole year.
The whole year.
Entire year.
The whole of the 4 days have been okay.
They've been okay.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's good to see you. And Ifwa Brachewa Obing, facilities lead at Advantage Place. And of course, former student of Wesley Girls High School.
It's so important to you.
Yeah.
We're in the same house, actually.
It's very
wow.
very important.
Yes.
Mo.
If you don't get it, you don't get it.
Forget about
And
it.
yeah, all right. So, Esinam and Ifwa are joining me tonight. And of course, this show is live and interactive, especially today's show, because we really want to hear from you. Our WhatsApp lines are open 055 1111997, and we'll be opening the phone lines a little later as well. So, this is what we're talking about today. What you left in 2022 and what you are taking with you into 2023. So it's kind of like a look back to move forward kind of show. So we kind of want to look back on the things that we've learned, mistakes that we made, and then decide, which parts of us are moving to 2023, who we're going to be this year, and all that. So, Esinam.
Hi.
What have you left in 2022?
For the very first thing, I think that I've replaced from 2022, so it's possible I left that in 2022 and I'm moving into 2023, is I'm replacing excuses with self-compassion. Because in the past year I was so hard on myself.
Are you saying you're replacing the way you view excuses?
No.
Okay.
I'm replacing giving excuses or making excuses for certain actions and certain things that had happened that didn't go my way and the way I wanted it to go. And maybe I had certain plans that I wasn't able to achieve them. Instead of trying to justify to myself why it didn't happen, I'm rather being more considerate to myself and like, okay, I'm understanding what went wrong and I'm knowing what to do better. So I'm looking more towards being compassionate to myself.
Give us an example.
So, for example, in the past year, I discovered a lot of things about myself, which includes that the way the neurotypical mind works, that's not how mine works.
Here we
right?
go. Lafuadbo. Neurotypical.
Hey.
Please get out your dictionaries or Google. All right. The way that the neurotypical... Mm-hmm. The broken heart to reach your day.
Anyone, I will not mind.
I'll talk again.
The neurotypical mind produces the happy hormones as well as, the sad.
So you mean like a mind that's working normally?
Normally, yes, that's
Could have just said that.
neurotypical. That's the word for it. I
Yeah.
don't know how else I could have said it.
The mind that's working normally?
My mind works normally, but it's just that it's not in the way you would typically find it.
Which is not normal.
No.
I'm just kidding. I am
going to go into
I'm
it with you.
just
If
kidding.
you are willing to go
I'm
into
just
it, we'll
kidding.
go into it. But then, yes, I discovered that my mind's ability to process dopamine is not as the typical mind would. So there are things that people can easily do that I don't find that easy.
Okay.
People can easily say, okay, I want to do this. But no, I have, as part of that situation, there comes the condition of paralysis, ADHD paralysis. Like I can be sitting here, and I know I want to do this. I will just sit here. My mind will say you can't do it.
Okay.
My body will just not respond.
Okay.
I'll just be sitting there and I'll be looking at it. But I know that I need to do it. And when it drives me to do it, I will do it with so much anxiety. I'll finish on time. So I'll meet my deadline. But still, I
The
feel
process
horrible
would have
about
been
it.
so horrible.
Meanwhile, I could have done it long ago
Yeah.
and rested. But my mind is just saying, you just can't do it.
Okay.
Instead of that being my excuse, saying that, okay, because I have ADHD, now I understand that, okay, I do have ADHD. And that means that I need to be more kind to myself.
To yourself, yeah.
If I want to do something and I'm unable to do it, I'm like, okay, then let me find another thing that I can do in the interim. That still piques my interest. That will keep me engaged till I can find enough dopamine to do what I need to do.
Okay.
So I'm learning how my mind works, how my body responds to my mind, and I'm trying to move along those lines.
Are you doing it with a professional?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just that it's expensive.
It is
So
expensive.
I'm trying to combine learning by myself and also getting help
the professional
as well.
input,
So
yeah.
it's a combination of the two.
Okay.
And I'm trying to navigate through it. It has its own upsides, which means that I'm a damage control expert. Like anything that happens, I can fix it instantly. Like it means that I'm quickly to respond to things when it happens.
But it has to happen first.
It has to happen first.
react
Do you know?
The yawa has to
The
pipe.
yawa has to happen
Yeah,
first.
you can't prefix the yawa that hasn't piped,
happened.
that is about to pipe. I get it.
And it also means that I also get in touch with my creative side. It also means that I learn a lot of things. Like I have diverse interests, I can do diverse things. But it also
I mean,
has
we've
its downside.
watched you over the 1.5 years or so that you've been a regular.
Yeah.
And you've done a lot of different things, and you've changed, not changed in a bad way. I would say you've grown a lot. So even your views, the things you talk about. So I mean, we can definitely relate with the diverse things. There's theater, there's music, there's all your
There's
academic
digital,
stuff.
there's school, there's
Yeah.
and so because my mind thinks about so many different things at a time, it means that I can have so many different interests. I can excel in so many different things, and that is the strength that I'm trying to hone in on now. And so that side of me too is something that I'm looking at Hansen in 2023,
Okay.
where I'm going to be the person that I know I can be, maximizing all my potentials, or the ones that I can focus on for now, the ones that I can afford to because of maybe the ones that I can't afford because of situations. I will try and manage it. I'm learning to be kinder to myself. I'm learning to respect others' opinions more, because I noticed that I tend to be I could be opinionated, and I could hold my opinions to my chest because of certain ways I feel about things.
That's why we say chest on this show. Chest.
Choice.
Hold it to your chest.
Hold it to my choice. Thanks for correcting me.
All right.
T for thanks. But then yes, I'm learning to hear people, listen to understand, not listen
And not
to
say
just
under your
react.
breath, that's so stupid. I mean, is that not true?
Say that again.
No, I can't possibly say that again.
I have a question for Isina.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Is procrastination a trait of
ADHD.
ADHD.
It is,
You won't call it
I
procrastination.
was just gonna say it's a fancier word.
Yes. You won't call it procrastination because you don't want to procrastinate. But procrastination
You just
is
can't.
deliberate.
There's
You
like a
just can't.
freezing.
You can't.
You just can't.
There's procrastination. There's laziness.
Yes.
And there's not these two.
And it's neither.
Neither of them.
Because
Yeah.
yes, it's easy for you to say that somebody who has ADHD is lazy. It's very easy for you to say that. But
Or
you
extremely hyper. It's kind of between the two.
yeah, there is the attentive part, and then there's the hyperactive, inattentive part, and, then
then the
hyperactive
hyperactive,
part.
yeah.
So it's a combination of the two that makes ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So it means that there are things that you want to do, you need to do. You've had a plan, you have a planner, but you don't even remember what the planner is. Fam. You don't even remember the planner unless
Do
you're
you remember that you made a plan in the planner?
Thank you.
So you need a reminder for the
for your-
reminder.
Thank
But
you.
you know that most people may have this, but they don't know what it is.
Exactly. A lot and a lot of women are diagnosed very late in their lives, and especially African women. Like I see so many women, I'm like okay, it's possible this person has ADHD.
I mean, there are lots of ADHD. There's a lot of autistic people on the
Yes.
spectrum, but we don't, as a society, we really don't focus on those kind of
Yes,
things.
yes.
So getting the correct diagnosis and then the correct support is
Yeah.
difficult. It's just you are labeled as either difficult or lazy
Or
or
too
too
hyper,
known
or
Yeah.
you are just labeled, because it's easier for us to create a label that we know than try to understand things
what
that
we
we
don't
know.
understand. Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, and when something new is coming up, our natural disposition is to be against it.
yeah.
You know, we're just there, and we are not listening. We are not. Yes, you are
But, not
lazy.
actually-
You are lazy.
but you know, the flip side of that is also something Ghanaians or Africans like to do is to self-diagnose.
Yeah.
So, for example, I was having a conversation with this lady a very long time ago. She was like, "Oh, I'm allergic to a lot of things. I'm allergic," and I'm like, "Okay, what are you allergic to?" So she listed all the foods. I was like, "Okay, how did you react?" "Oh, I don't like them." Like, are there any physical reactions in your body? And you see, this kind of thing, the self-diagnosing, the misdiagnosing, it's a problem, because then when you actually go to somewhere like a hospital and you are declaring yourself. I remember when I was going to have one of my kids, and I went, I said, "I'm allergic to this and to this and to this." I mean, the nurse dismissed it. And she was kind of like just going, I was like, "Yo, I'm not
I
kidding.
really am
I don't mean
allergic.
I don't like it. Like, I don't like Camoquin. I just, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you give me Camoquin, my eyes will swell up and I'll be dead in 6 hours. That's what I mean. But you know how the Ghanaian society, that
Yep.
we diagnose ourselves, gives ourselves medicine. I mean,
Yeah, when I was doing my play We're All Mad last year, and it was in my research that I discovered
I noticed the switch in you from after that play.
from after the play.
You became a lot more aware of yourself
Yes.
and the way that your mind works and stuff.
Yeah, I learned a lot from doing from staging that play, and because my main question for that play was, why do people commit suicide?
Okay.
And that was the thing that kept running in my mind.
I've been asking myself that since Twitch. I've watching
Right,
his
right.
videos, looking at his family,
I've been so heartbroken.
and I'm like, why? There was nothing. You know, I understand the dynamic, but it was so. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and also learning that it could have, having ADHD could have affected all the relationships that I was in.
Yeah.
That you
That
were
was,
in, yeah.
that's even the part that broke me the most. That all the things I thought I knew about myself, I had to
Relearn.
look at them again.
Also, maybe the realization there's nothing wrong with you.
Yes.
Yeah. Because when you're in relationships, when people don't understand you, then they point figures, and then it becomes like there's something wrong.
You are the
with
problem.
Yeah.
Exactly. When actually,
It's really not you.
yeah, no,
Yeah. Anyway,
it's all Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, before you come in, I just want to say that I know that, you know, people might be listening thinking, oh, you know, why are these girls like kind of like just talking about themselves today instead of like talking about like a topic per se. But the thing is, there's a lot of relatability in sharing
Right.
stories.
Right.
So what we're trying to do today is, as you listen to us, if you relate, we love to hear that. And then, you know, then there's that affinity, just knowing that you're not going through something alone.
Yes.
So shout outs to all the ADHDs.
yeah, ADHD. Yes.
Yeah, out there.
Hello, Crispy K.
Okay, I'm not going to comment. If we're
It's enough. You're asking for
trouble is
trouble.
calling me.
Anyway, so for me and the people like me, I'm looking at going to 2023. I mean, staying in 2023 without goalless ambitions.
Okay.
Because sometimes there's a passion, in you, and you want to undertake maybe a venture or something, but you don't have the end, how what you want to achieve after undertaking that venture. So it doesn't really give you the endurance spirit. Because sometimes if you know what you are getting at the end of whatever you are going through, it makes you, the motivation is long term. For instance, we all know pregnancy is something very difficult. And especially even the childbirth itself, the day you have to give birth, They say push, you are pushing. They say stop. If you push, the baby might die. Push at this time, but you know that at the end of it, you're getting a baby. So you just endure whatever hardship or whatever pains just to see the baby at the end. So if you have a venture you want to undertake, you need to know the end goal, so that whatever challenges you sort of overcome and then win. And then secondly, I'm also looking at, before I undertake the venture, I need to do my homework. I need to
Are you like impulsive?
I wouldn't say impulsive. Not too much
Spontaneous?
like incident, but sometimes I know I have to do something, but I just wait till the deadline before I do it. Yes, and at the end of the day, I get it done. But if I had done it earlier, I'd have gotten a way better results. So that's something I want to do better in 2023.
Okay.
So like, do all the homework around the venture I want to undertake, ask all the necessary questions, get all the resources. If I want to go into, like, let's say a restaurant, I could cook, invite people to come and taste the food, get feedback before I start formally. But I may start without even doing all that and realize that it's not working, and I may even stop
Yeah.
midway.
Okay.
So
I
like
see what you
try
mean.
to be more intentional about the passions that I have that I want to undertake and get better results.
Oh, I
That's
love
the
that.
first one. After cinema, I have two more.
I
Oh,
have
that's
one
number-
too.
Hey.
Yeah. So this year I'm going to try and stop being so shy.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. I'm very. You see, I knew this was you
Excuse
going
me,
to
what?
say. You see. I'm
Come on,
very,
yes,
very
what?
wait. I'm very palm behind the microphone because nobody can see me. Oh. But I don't put myself out there enough.
Right.
And I think with my career, I have to put myself out there. I don't like I have to be blackmailed to leave the house. Blackmailed, threatened. I have to be threatened to go to social events. Like the day that we met, there was a lot of blackmailing. I have 1,001 reasons why I can't,
can't
make
make
it
it.
some way.
I don't want to
Especially-
psychoanalyze you, but
Especially with people that I'm not. If it's like maybe the three of us, it's fine.
right.
I can show up in my shorts and just be me. But anywhere where there has to be a bit of impressioning, I have to be a bit prim and pro, I have to be a bit more, it's a problem. So I'd rather just stay at home. And I think that over the years, I've let a lot of opportunities go because
result.
networking is a big, I get so exhausted by social activities. So exhausted. So my best friend was getting married, one of my best friends a while ago. I went to the wedding, the ceremony. I skipped the reception. I skipped the party. I skipped because it's too much.
Too draining.
It's too many people, too many conversations, too much smiling. But I'm also realizing that I have to try. So 2023, I'm going to try and be out there. I'm going to try and not be as shy. Did you notice that when we went out, I'm very quick to say, oh, let this person speak. Oh, let this person speak. Oh, let this person speak. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be the center of
now everybody
attention.
knows that we went
I don't.
out. So Animwaa. Now everybody knows that
So
we went out.
the three of us went out. I don't want to be the center of attention. I don't want to be in the middle. And in life, I think you kind of have to put yourself in the middle and not show yourself
really
off
surprising.
in a really
I didn't know that about you.
not show yourself
I
off
have,
in
my,
like a.
I have my theory, but
You can feel you when I'm done. You can.
when you are done, we will talk about
Not
it
show
backstage.
yourself off in like an aggressive two-known way, but like let your light shine. But I'm a
Right.
typical, let's cover the lights. Even with singing, so many people don't know I sing, don't know that I sing. So when you hear me sing, then people are like, why, what's the problem? The problem is if I could like stand at the back
To
or
sing.
sit in the pews and sing. I'll sing every day. I'm always singing. When I'm doing Uncle Ebo's shows and I'm singing back up in the pits, I'm the happiest. You put me on stage, we have a problem. But yeah, so 2023, I am asking for your prayers
We are with you.
so that we can let our light shine.
Yes. We're supporting
Yes,
you.
theory away. I'd love to
Oh no,
hear
no,
you.
no, no, no. I don't want to do that on air.
Is it that bad?
I feel that there's a lot of anxiety tied to
I
it.
don't have anxiety.
Yeah, that's what you think is okay.
I also studied psychology.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Name-
so I don't have anxiety.
Let's open the phone
The
line.
ADHD person is coming to psychoanalyze the psychologist. Wow. Amazing.
Wow, wow.
Shade,
Shots
right?
fired, shots fired. In my heart.
Oh, but we love you. You know that I'm just kidding. Oh, but we don't want to open the phone lines here. We want to do one more round. Can we just do one more round? Isnam, yeah, let's do one more. Just Islam and Ifo. I won't talk a lot. So tell me something else that you want to. Okay, fine. Phone lines are open. The 0302 216 541 0302 216 541. Call us. In the meantime, we'll be having a conversation and also send us your messages. So, Esinam.
Yes.
What else?
Another thing that I am taking up in 2023 is learning more.
But you already last year you learned. Mikro, I was tired for you.
I know. No, it's not PhD. I just want to learn.
It's Sanepone.
It just feels good to have knowledge.
That's true.
To know things.
They say you can speak quick English and confuse
Yeah.
people.
Thank you.
Really?
No, but you are saying it, so I'm supporting you. We'll talk, man.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. What do you want to learn?
I want to get better at things that I feel like I know because I learned based on interest. Most of the times I just dipped my toes in the waters, and so a little learning is a dangerous thing.
Yeah, that's true because I love that quote. Always have, because then you think you know a lot and you
Yes,
actually don't know
then you
enough.
don't know.
But I think that also happens with people who not ADHD or just like ADHD deep, but people who have a short attention span is, you skim. So I do that a lot. So I read about a lot of different. So I know a little bit about a lot of things and not enough to be an expert.
Yes,
Which is a problem.
yes,
Because you really want to be
because you need
an
to
expert.
master a craft.
Otherwise, you can sound really intelligent in a room full of people who are not asking questions, and then really dumb in a room full of people who are asking questions.
Thank
Yes,
you.
true.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So for digital marketing, I constantly learn. It's a thing. It's more natural than learned. But I learn about new features of Instagram and Facebook, or what's update, what's the newest thing
I
coming
even
up.
log out of Facebook. When
I
my
le-
daughter logs into her Instagram account on my phone, it can take me 3 days to try and find my account.
Wow.
Yeah. So bad.
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Okay, great.
So the thing too about learning so much is that I am looking at the learning and doing more this year because we need money this year. Oh. This year is la hustle or la woo.
Wow.
La hustle or la woo.
So now let's talk about that for a second. Do you feel like there's a direct correlation? I mean, this is kind of like a silly question because I kind of know the answer. Anyway, how direct is the correlation?
There is a correlation,
There's a correlation,
but you don't know how direct
it
it
is. How direct is the correlation between acquiring knowledge, whether formal or informal,
and making money.
and making money? I'm tempted to ask formal because in Ghana we value formal education
More.
a lot more than we value informal education, as opposed to some other parts of the world.
Right.
But then you find people who have had formal education who don't know anything.
It's very true.
Yeah.
You have people who have graduated with degrees upon degrees and more degrees than a thermometer, but still
Don't know anything.
They don't know
I think
anything.
it's the way the education system is. There's no practicality. It's more like a theory. So you come out and you don't even know what you studied about.
But then
When you put
again,
it-
there's the knowledge. Knowledge is tied to making money, because if you know where to make the money, how to make the money, then you can make the money.
I was reading about a couple who they're TikTok content creators and they've become billionaires in like 3 years, because she was saying something like they have 3 different TikTok accounts and they're generating content for 3, so that the 3 different accounts are always earning, and people, I'm like,
So they are
yes.
reaching 3 different types of audiences, or
I
don't know, viewers or something.
yes, yeah, basically.
One could be maybe their fashion line, one could be their relationship,
Yeah.
and one could be because I know a couple, Ling and Lam, they're on TikTok and YouTube. They started from YouTube, but when TikTok blew, they got on TikTok, and they're in US. And they're making a lot of money as
Yeah.
a result. Brands are getting on with them, having them, sponsor some of their videos and stuff. It's knowing where the money is.
Yes.
We should do a show on side hustles, making money.
We really need to, especially making money online. There's so many avenues to making money online. It's so overwhelming.
Yeah.
There are some sites that I could mention right now that if you go to and you're looking for a remote job, you could get, but then you don't know. Because you don't know, you are there at home thinking that, and you are buying the data, but you're using it to watch people's videos.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that data could be fetching you money.
Money and Doris.
Yes.
Yeah.
And pounds.
Doris and pounds.
So this year we are all making money, and I don't think this year it's just me who has resolved on that. I think a lot of people listening to me have resolved in their hearts that this year, la hustle or la ou.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. You have to.
Okay, so tying it to what Esinam was saying, yes, this year we have to make the money, but also we have to invest in our relationships as well. Because now, lots of people are acquiring skills. So to get that job or to get that project, it takes more than your skill. Somebody should know you.
Oh,
So you able to vouch for you
Go
that,
out.
I know Esinam can do this. So we need to invest in our relationships. Make sure that we are, taking time to make some phone calls here and there. Oh, hello, hi, how you doing? Not to go and do share or self-put,
Yeah.
but make sure you maintain the relationship.
It's a great point, and the reality of that hit me has hit over the past 3 or 4 weeks. So on Sunday, I'm having a program at the Buko Marina. It's called The Revolution, and it's for young people, and we're just trying to really change lives and change mindsets. And I didn't have money, so the question was, what can I leverage on to get the kind of people that I needed? So I started going through my phone book, and I started saying hello to a lot of people. I've said hello to in a long time. But then eventually the people who showed up for me are people who I've known for years, who I've cried with, who I've been a listening ear to, who I've mourned with, who I've been friends with. And then all of a sudden, we've put together the team and I have put together this huge program with such amazing big names. And I haven't had to ask anyone, oh, how much are you going to charge? Because it's relationships.
Yep.
And sometimes it's not even about money. And if I love that you brought this up, because there's some things that money cannot buy.
Yep.
You could afford, for example, to have Joe Metal come and sing at your house for a birthday in the evening, but he may say, you know what, actually I won't spend time with my family, but then you could call him and be like, yo bro, chale, and he'd be like, chale, yeah, chale, okay, I go see you there, chale, and then
He will come.
so it's not so much of building relationships just because of what we can get, but I think it's the reality that no man is an island, and that you need, and saying that, do come to the Buko Marina on Sunday at 5 p.m. It's the Revolution. It's exciting. I'll be there, and lots of exciting things happening. So yeah.
I wanted to also. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah. I wanted to add to what you're saying that, please, you're not a celebrity.
Unless you are, though.
No, even if you are, where social media has gotten to the point where in this year, Instagram projects that communities will sell faster than followers. So people don't care about your number of followers anymore because the algorithm is stuck against you. When you post any content, it's not all your followers that are seeing it at once. So when your content is posted, it may or may not perform well. I know people who have 2 million followers and their content don't even get 1,000 likes or 500 likes because the algorithm is such that if the content is good, if the content engages, it will reach further people.
Okay.
So, and maybe your content is even good, but because you don't engage with your audience, it's not working.
So engaging, responding to
Yes.
the comments
Yes.
and the posts.
Social media wants you to create a community now
Of people.
Don't create a fan base. Create a community of people that you talk to, and they respond to you.
So when you post something, then you comment underneath. Then somebody says, "Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, you know, it really is." Or so
Thank
somebody,
you.
oh, like, oh, wow, like,
Have
what's
proper
up? What's
conversation
with them.
poppin'?
Okay.
This is something you should pay me for, but still.
No, honestly, yo, I think you've changed our lives.
Yeah.
Have conversations
Have
online. You are not a
conversations
celebrity.
online.
When people follow you, follow back.
Okay.
Follow
So
back.
follow back,
Engage.
comment, and you can
And
get
have-
paid
have-
for your
yes,
content.
have proper conversations. Build a community of people who are actually willing and waiting for your next content that's coming. And when they see the content, they'll be excited to share. Now, another thing that's causing content to get spread wider is the number of saves it receives.
I have so many saves.
So
Because you watch it and you're like, I want to be able to watch this
yes,
again.
so you save the content.
Yeah.
Instagram recognizes, okay, this is content people would like to come back to. So I'll show it to more people. Another thing is content that's shared to stories. If you share content to stories, you are telling Instagram that I want more people to see this content, and so I'm sharing it to a story. That means that Instagram will tell the creator that since more people are sharing your video to stories, then I'm going to spread it wider. So their videos travels farther when more people save it or more people share to story, when you engage, when you have communication, like when you are creating a community of people you are talking to. It's people forget the social part of social media. They just focus on media. So you're posting
There
pictures.
is a social part of social
Thank
media,
you.
isn't it? That's not how we understand it.
Yes, you what we have understood is we've been sold a platform. Yes,
Just post.
platform we will qua. You
It's
blow.
social.
Just
you
It's
blow.
social and it's far away.
Yes.
I don't have to talk to anybody.
Yes.
Just have to post my
Just
pretty
post.
face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, nice one. All right.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you,
nice.
Esinam.
Thanks for the knowledge.
Yeah, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
sure.
Send Momo.
Wow. We're sending love and lights. How about that?
And say,
Wow.
You're going to send the story.
And for who was
Yeah, I was going to add. No, I was going to say that also. In 2023, I want to use my time more wisely. Last year, I didn't try.
you didn't?
I didn't. You know, when you go to Facebook or Instagram, you're just checking stuff, and then you see some stories.
Scrolling.
Yeah, then you see story of this maybe big the most powerful CEO in the country, what, and then I go and read those stories, and I get so hooked up onto them that I don't read any other thing apart from those things. It didn't help me. So this year I'm going to read the Bible. I'm going to read intellectual material. Yes,
I
and
did something with the Bible that was funny 2 days ago.
okay.
I downloaded an audio Bible because a few years
It's
ago,
helpful. Oh.
you relax, listen to my. A few years ago, I had this aha moment. I thought, oh, I mean, God is so amazing and I believe in diffusion and osmosis. So I
Okay.
thought, if I put the Bible under my pillow
It would assimilate into your
and I
head.
pray, it's all. I
Wow.
woke up with a headache. That's why I said the Bible under my pillow. So 2 days ago, I was thinking, okay, let's go back to it.
Yeah.
So I downloaded the audio Bible. And I was like, okay, so when I'm going to sleep, I'll just play it. As I'm sleeping, my subconscious
We'll be picking.
will pick it, and I'm going to rely on the Holy Spirit to remind me of what is in my subconscious. He had a good laugh. Like, if it was that easy,
Yeah, I would not do that.
So, yeah, I'm still figuring out a shortcut.
To get the Bible into your head.
the
When
Bible
you're
into my
driving, the best time to listen to audiobooks is when you're driving.
But my driving
don't
is
go anywhere.
my worship and prayer. I pray when I'm driving.
Okay.
So find a way to add
So
the
if I
audio
substitute-
Bible.
Because
Maybe
I'm
a verse a day.
I'm
Just
so
let a verse
jealous of
play.
people who Reverend Eastwood Anaba, Apostle Joshua Selman. I think these are the two major people for me who they're preaching the word of God. They're not holding a Bible, and they are quoting chapters
Takrabating.
and chapters, and they're not. It's not like we are doing too known. It's like we're just. And I just love the idea of having the word of God so close that
You can just fall on it anytime you need
you
it.
know. Yeah.
It is
So
well.
anyway, we are going to read the Bible.
So one verse a day, as part of your worship and prayer, just one
verse
should-
a day.
or one chapter.
Chapter,
Let it play in while you're listening. You can start with the short chapters.
Or maybe while you're bathing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's I think you should download the audio Bible.
Yeah, I'll do that
Yeah,
because
and
this year I
then-
have to finish reading the Bible. I've not
The-
done that.
Like there are books in the Bible I haven't read. Yeah, some more. Anyway,
Yeah, this year, no matter how much you think that you have done your job, go on YouTube and look at how others are doing it.
Oh.
YouTube exists for a reason. The knowledge that's in that space would amaze you. There is proper content there.
I'm laughing because when I wanted to learn how to twerk, I went.
Animwaa. You wanted to learn how to twerk.
I was like, I mean, I feel like it might be a skill that might
Did you
come in
succeed?
handy when?
come in.
When?
That was a couple of years ago. Like,
Honeymoon.
maybe. So I looked at some tutorials, amongst other things. I don't really think it helped.
But Esinam, is there a way to tell the quacks from the professionals on YouTube?
It's in the reviews. Check the comments.
Okay, the
Don't
comments,
watch
yeah.
YouTube videos and while you're watching and listening, look at the comments. Look at what people are saying about it. And then search enough. Don't be lazy to end at the first video you find. Since you want to learn about it, then find multiple opinions. You can search for whatever it is and add exposed or caught. You will see
So that you always
will
see the flip
other side
of the story.
of what
okay.
the other people are saying about
Okay.
it. Then you can convince yourself whether this is knowledge worth having or
I
not.
did that. Christianity exposed. I was like, hey,
It will shock you.
this Christianity is not my Christianity. My Christianity is not like this. But it's always interesting, even if I think that sometimes we like to do that. We like to hold on to our beliefs and not be open to the challenges. But it's important to see how other people view our beliefs so that we also know how to sell
Yeah.
our beliefs.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
true.
I mean, which if you're in sales and marketing. So, yeah.
And then again, I also think that there are just too many activities now. It's like your whole 24/7 could be taken by activities. Some of them may not even have to do with you. So we have to be. I mean, for me,
Activities that are happening where
funeral,
around.
wedding, outdooring.
I won't do those.
Yeah, and
But
and
you said this year you are doing
yeah, you
better.
said you're
This
coming
year
out
we are doing better at that. We are doing better at going to social events.
events.
'Cause
So we have to be intentional, so you can take care of ourselves. We need to rest and make time for family, immediate family. Because sometimes
It's
you
true.
realize that from Monday to Friday you are at work. Weekend too that you spend with the family.
You're
You are
on
out
phone.
at some wedding or
Can't
some
relate.
really. Then yours is good, or some funeral or
I
something.
can relate.
So-
For most corporate people, they can
Yeah.
relate.
So
Because
we
you
have
go-
to try.
You work. You have to try to
The ones that you can go, you go. But the ones that you can just send you on someone, please send them someone and just call the person and apologize why you cannot come.
Why you cannot
Yeah.
come.
To take care of ourselves.
So spend more time taking care
Yeah,
of yourself.
because when you overwork yourself and you die, who will take care of your children? Or
Your
your
father?
spouse? Or your parents?
You'll find a new wife.
Will the wife take care of the children the way you would have taken care of the
They'll be grown by
children?
then.
Yes, so let's take
I'm
care of
just saying.
ourselves.
Yeah, let's take care of ourselves. Okay, phone lines are open 0302216541. Text line 0551111197. We've had some really good points. Social media learnings. Again, I think we should do a full show. We should have like a strong and sassy geek squad.
Yes.
Setting you up digitally for 2023. Because if
look
you're
at
like me, then it's a probs.
Big one.
Like I don't even know the videos I've saved on TikTok. I don't know where I'm going to find them.
Wow.
So what I do, haven't I sent you a random TikTok before?
No.
So what I do is I send people the tick so that I can,
Find it later.
yeah. I used to do that with Effie a lot. But anyways, anything else that you want to leave behind?
Okay.
No.
Well, this one is not about me. It's about
Okay.
people.
Wow, we're gonna start judging.
General advice.
No. General advice, yes. I think that sometimes we talk too much.
Oh.
Because it's not every information that is meant for everybody or
One
some
second. It's,
people.
it's the same thing on the screen.
Yeah, but I can't see from here.
Okay, it hasn't changed.
Wow.
No, she's trying to read there, and I can see that she can't see. So let me just read the message that's on the screen just before I go to the phone lines.
Okay.
Let's focus. Wow,
It's gone.
it's gone. Yeah, can you bring it back, please? Let's focus on these. Okay, no, 2022. What was missed? What was achieved? How? That's what we're talking about. So this one says Esinam is a very complex person, and that's Nick from Ashale Butchery.
Simple is boring.
Okay, so we have a call on the line. Hello, good evening.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Animwaa.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Happy New Year to you
Happy
and
New
the
Year
other
to.
sisters
So,
with you. So I just called to say I really like you. I like the way you are fun. I like the way you are real. And I'd like to meet you one day.
oh, thank you. That's
And I'm a gay girl as well.
oh, that's lovely. Woohoo!
Go get her.
I know, right? Live pure. Speak. Last time I went
Right,
and
wrong.
said this wrongly. Hey, the way they came out to me. Thank you so much. Thanks so. But do you want to share with us some of your lessons from 2022?
So I can relate to some of the things you talked about in terms of time management, in terms of learning just bits and pieces of things and not concentrating on finishing. I have a pending exam that I write. I'm procrastinating for God knows how long. So I'm hoping that this year I'll be more prudent with my time and then set realistic goals so that I don't have to beat myself at the end of the year that I didn't meet my target.
Okay. That's a really good one. Setting realistic
goals.
goals. It's like me saying that, oh, I'm going to look like Beyonce by the end of the year.
Excuse me, say what? Come again, say what?
Like, I'm going to look like Beyonce by the end of the year.
You have
And dance like her as well. I think that's even more unrealistic than even. Good evening. This year I'm taking my business everywhere, so please be expecting me in your office because this year we're making money. Pa, that's Efo Maoli from La Paz. Efo, will be so great to meet you. So definitely pass by, no problem. Okay, the only thing that changes today is age is going up by 1 and the year 22 to 23. So new year, but same old story. Dada na sister. I ain't adding nor subtracting. Nana crazy. All right. I've already told you that you're a complex person. So this one says what you left in 22 or what you take in 23, but it's not opening. Can you open it for me, the second one?
No. Okay.
Okay, it's not opening. All right. So maybe a few more.
Yes, I didn't finish my point on
Okay, sorry.
talking
Please
too
finish
much.
your-
Yes,
please finish
because
your point.
like I was saying, not every information is meant for everybody. There are some that you need to keep to your chest till
Trust.
it's trust.
Just kidding.
Till it's fully baked. You get it? Like somebody who has been proposed to by maybe somebody. You're going to tell your friend, oh, Charles said you're getting married. Maybe that friend doesn't have you at heart, and they can just go tell things to Charles, and Charles may change his mind.
But Charles too.
Ah,
Charles too.
then
Somebody
say-
come and tell you something. You don't know the woman that you want to marry.
No, say-
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
those
or
friends
she
who
and
will go
Chai.
and tell something, block all of them.
Yes, so it's not everybody who has you at heart. So let's just be careful what information we give out.
It's not a lot of people have you at heart actually.
Yes,
The
exactly.
haters are way more.
Yes. So I actually have a verse for that.
Hey, hallelujah, praise the
Ecclesiastes
Lord.
10
Hey.
verse 20
Hey,
says that.
let us stand for the reading
Yes,
of the
please.
word.
Do not curse the king, even in your thoughts, or curse the rich man, even in your bedroom. For a bird of the air may carry your words, and a winged creature may report your speech.
Wow.
Simply put, words of ears. So let's just be careful.
The things that we
say. And China, let's let it, be fruitful before we
put it out there.
Because when words go out, you cannot buy them back. It's gone. The damage is done. Too
I
late.
remember, you see, this is a problem with superficial learning. What I'm come to say, I read this superficially. Anyway, I was reading that when you have a vision or a goal and you talk about it, you share it with someone, with a lot of passion and excitement, your brain registers that as a reward, like you've accomplished it in that joy of sharing. So it has the potential to reduce it has the potential to affect the motivation to achieve because it's registering almost as achieved.
You've achieved it.
Does that make sense? And so when I read that, I realized that, yeah, like for example, you wake up in the morning and you say, oh, I'm not gonna eat any carbs. I'm gonna eat really healthy, and I'm so excited. Then your brain is like excited. Oh, okay, the day is over. We finished eating the carbs. So 10 o'clock.
want some
How
cake?
about some French bread? So I think that basically keep your visions, your ambitions, your dreams, keep them close. So that also just so that your mind doesn't register them as
Accomplished.
already done. Okay, Mrs. Youngson. Hi, Raymond. Mr. I'm going to finish my show in a little bit and come talk to you. Mrs. Youngson says, please, this is your voice. Yeah, give us a short song before you close. Oh, else I will award you on. I don't understand. I'll sing Obi in Kase for you. 24th Kawukuro. All right. Kweku said, I decided to channel my energy to education and hopefully will have my master's in communication. Well done, well done, well done, well done. But you haven't done it yet, too.
Tell the brain.
Uh-huh. Anima, please, what has Charles done? Oh, did I say Charles?
Yeah, I was saying that Charles maybe you want to ask Animwaa.
It's not me. Oh, it's if Charles, please, you haven't done. Charles said you should leave them alone.
Leave Charles people alone.
Charles, leave Charles people alone.
Anyway, he said Charles should have taken his time, not to just
This year,
break the
I
engagement.
said that,
Yeah, you said that.
this year, we're protecting our peace.
Protecting.
If it
our
doesn't
peace.
bring you happiness, if it doesn't bring me, and me especially, if it doesn't bring me dopamine, like I'm not gonna waste my time on it. If
You're not there.
I'm not going to
No,
waste
no,
my
you know, I always read that I'm not finna. I made I twisted it in my mouth. I'm not understanding it.
What does that mean?
It's
Going
an
to
American.
slang. It's another slang
Sinam is
for
here
going
with us in
Hey,
Ghana,
yes,
no doing
now.
American slangs.
We live in a global village.
So you're not finna what?
Think globally, act locally.
You are finna what? You are.
I'm not going to
Okay.
Finna.
waste my time, energy on it. There are some people that you genuinely need to break free from. There are people you need to cut off. I know that Bible admonishes that as much as it depends on you.
The Bible also, if your left hand is worrying, you cut it
Cut
off.
it off. Anymore.
So,
Cut
yeah.
it off. There are people that you even knew that they're your family members, but they are the toxic people in your life, disturbing your mental health.
Yeah.
Put yourself first. It's very important that you prioritize you, what you think. Look, we have people pleased so much. We almost always want to appear the perfect human beings. I'm not saying don't care for the things you do. Actions have consequences. So definitely whatever you decide that you want to do, you must be ready for the consequences. But don't tolerate and don't allow people to harm your mental health. Same way you're not going to allow me to punch you in the stomach for you to be hurt. That's the same way you shouldn't allow anybody to play with your mind.
Yeah.
Because your mental health is just as important
As your stomach
physical
health.
Yep.
Yes.
If your mind is not well, your body cannot be well.
No, it can't.
You need to put yourself first. Free yourself from toxic spaces. Friends that after you leave them, you feel depressed about yourself. You feel so bad. There are people that you meet and all they want to do is to look and call out all the things that are wrong with you.
Yeah.
Bring you down.
And you keep going back for more. It's like you never have enough.
Yeah.
Every day you go for a daily dose of disgrace.
Yeah.
You go and collect
DDD.
it.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, you see?
Daily dose of things.
It's an ADHD thing.
Yeah.
You just go and you go and collect it and you just feel so terrible about yourself. I watched one episode in Big Bang Theory where Rajesh was angry at Howard because he felt like his low self-esteem comes from chronically being teased by
Yeah.
Howard.
Yeah, which is possible.
So you
Yeah.
can be looking down at yourself because other people
Yes.
have been looking down on you so many times.
Yeah.
And you don't think it's a problem till you have to stand in front of people and talk.
And then, like in this movie as well, Why Did I Get Married? Jill Scott.
Right.
Is it Jill Scott? Yeah, Jill Scott. Her husband was always coming at her about her weight, so she
Yes,
started
yes.
making the something comments, devaluing the demeaning comments
Yes.
even before he could make it. So then she started doing it with all her friends and with a new boyfriend, and he's like, "Why do you do that?"
Why
She's
do
like,
you
"Well, I'll tell myself that before somebody tells me, so that it doesn't hurt." So he gotta go.
Yes.
Basically. Hello. Good evening. Hello.
Hi, good evening, ladies.
Hi. Good evening, gentlemen.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year too. What's your name, please?
My name is Paul Kujo. I'm calling from Ashoman.
Pakojo, what's up?
So I have decided that in 2023, I will not allow anybody to try to make me near than me, if there's any term like that.
Try to make you what?
I've decided to not allow anybody to make me more near than me myself.
I see. Wow.
I am getting rid, if there's any term, I'm getting rid of all toxic relationship. If it is not bringing me any benefit, to hell with you, I'm sorry. I just want to try and be a better version of myself. And try to impact people more than I did in 2022.
Sounds
and I
good.
think that if we all have that mindset, the world will be a very good place to live in.
Yeah, it would.
Good evening and congratulations on your good work.
Oh, thank you. So sweet, Pakojo.
The thing about that is that the
Thing
process,
about what?
the thing about cutting people off and putting yourself first is that it can be lonely.
Yes.
It means that all the friends you've known, all the family members you've known who have been part of your traumatic history or their traumas, you have to let them go.
Yeah.
That means that your friends get narrower and narrower by the day. So by the time you realize you only have 2 people around you who you can really count on for support, and you're like,
Which is better.
so it can get lonely, but it's better because it makes you better as a human being. You're healthier, you're happier, and you achieve more when you're happier.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm quiet because
If
it's
your
a
job-
very long road to getting to the
very.
point where you can love people, acknowledge that they are toxic, and have the mental and emotional fortitude to cut them off and keep them cut off.
yes,
It's a very long road
and painful.
and
Yeah, and
painful.
painful and very, very hurted. But this
And
also,
also, yeah, go
this
ahead.
also includes the toxic fiancés.
Yes,
Better a broken engagement than a broken marriage.
Yeah, which is what we say, but it's tough.
It's tough, but you have to, because if this is how they're treating you now, imagine how they'll treat you when you're
Truth
married.
of the
Live in the same
truth of the
space.
matter is nothing is more important than your well-being. If you think about it like that no marriage, no job, nothing is more important than you.
You see, there's a mental hurdle there.
Yes.
Because when you say, for example, nothing is more important than my well-being. So my fiance, for example, is toxic, so he has to go. The thing is, he is my well-being in my mind, to me. He is my safe place. He is everything that I think he was when he was, which he isn't now, and I'm hoping he'll change. So it's not just letting go of this person because it's even the acceptance of the fact that this person is toxic.
Yes. And
Even that
it's a problem.
before the cutting off.
Yes.
I think the hardest part is the keeping cut off. Because they're the lonely moments, the quiet
want to
moments,
call them-
when you miss the good side. Because toxic
Yeah.
people also
They have
have
good sides.
their highs,
There's
you know?
narcissistic abuse is like that.
Yeah.
Because when it starts with love bombing.
So much love.
They would bomb you.
And
with
then you
love.
spend most of your
You
life
are-
trying to find that love back.
You are the only sugar in my tea. You are the only mosquito in my net. Bite me. Bite me.
Wow. I haven't heard that one. Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi, what's your name?
Nana Kwesi.
Hi, Nana Kwesi. You're right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so what's on your mind?
Okay, so I just want to add up to this last topic you were talking about. See, when you experience it, you tend to understand it much better, and it comes with being yourself and a little principled. You don't necessarily send people packing, but they leave because they don't. You are not living as they want you to live. You are not giving room for certain things you don't like, and most of the time they don't like it. It's happening in my personal life. It's happening in my business. A lot of people come, they want to do business with you, and they want to have their way. you put them right, they go and they don't come back. But it's okay because those who stay understand the principle, they work with it. At the end of the day, we all benefit. So that's what I want to say. Sometimes you don't necessarily get them packing, but just being yourself and doing what has to be done gets them away. And that's okay. At the end of the day, you get the people who want to experience you for you sticking around.
All right, thank you so much for that. Okay, time to go, girls. So that's it from us for today. We'll be back next week, Wednesday at 7:00. You can go watch the show on Facebook if you missed any part of it, and if you missed any part of it, then you definitely want to go and watch it on Facebook.
And the British accent.
Yeah, this is my accent from sitting at Labadi Beach watching the rich people. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. All right, peeps. So we'll be back next week. Big thank you to the whole team. You guys are so amazing. Thank you for the vim during the show and just having you here. It's amazing. Thank you, Isinam. Thank you, Ifwa. And this year we promise that we are going to give you fire. Next week we'll be back. Be safe out there.